everybody's doing well, happy people. Listen, one of the most searched out questions that we found on YouTube is how to become a high valued man. How to become a high value man. And there's so many ways you can actually venture into actually, being a high value type person. But I'm going to give you what the Word of God says. And then I'm going to try to expound on that in a way that you can see, yourself, the way God sees you. 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 13, it said, "Be watchful, stand firm in faith, act like men, be strong, and let all that you do be done in love." I love that. I think I'm going to take my time on this one for a second. So listen, it says, be watchful. There's a tribe, the tribe of Issachar, that's in the Bible, and they knew the timing of the Lord. They knew the timing of the seasons, of when things were going to take place and when things, should be refrained from. They knew. And I think oftentimes us as men is very indicative that we know timing, especially when it comes down to being fathers or being leaders over our families or over our jobs or whatever. Knowing the timing is very sensitive. I say it like this: timing is very essential to giving birth. Timing is very essential to giving birth. What do I mean by that? When a woman gives birth, it's 9 months that person goes through in developing that baby to give birth. The timing of it is that if she gives birth prematurely, that baby suffers all sorts of types of, illnesses. It can even be unto death in certain situations. Or, but when the timing is right, it says that there's much travailing that goes forth to birth forth this baby. So timing is definitely essential to giving birth. So knowing how to watch for the timing of when I make a move, how I make the move, and who I make the move with is very, very crucial to being a leader, a high value man. It also says stand firm in faith. I'm doing that right now, actually. I'm standing firm in some things that I'm believing God for, some things that, I know that I heard, from God. But think about it as me being a man, of the man of my house and in my family. If I wavered and, I'm believing God for that. Oh, well, maybe he didn't say that. Or maybe he's doing that. My wife wouldn't know how to stand firmly with me or how to even put value in what I'm standing on, because I seem like I'm, here, there, and all. And the Bible looks at it like this. It says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways and need not think that he can get anything from me. So being steadfast, unmovable in faith, not shaken when things don't look or appear to be something that's going the way that you think it should be, but standing firm on the sure foundation of what God spoke to you concerning your life, concerning your job, concerning your vision. Those things are very imperative, very, very indicative for you to have roots in you. And then it says, be strong. Listen, don't go wavering back and forth every time something happens. Listen, and then even when you talk in terms of being strong, as a man, we let the fruit of the Spirit work in us. We're not so tempered to where we react, viciously. I'm reminded of a situation that just happened on, and it's all over. And I don't like to explode people, but I think the person could have handled it in a different way. I actually know that person has the capacity, the understanding on how to refrain from, violence. I've seen it happen even with, his wife doing some other dissolute things that most men wouldn't think twice about going nuts on, but he still refrained and still presented himself as a man that was well put together. And so it was shocking to me to see him act out of that character, because I've seen him always have refrained from certain things like that. Always put a positive vibe out there. So that was shocking to me. But being strong means that, hey, you have the strength to withhold from things that may put you into compromising situations. And it says, listen to it, and let all that you do be done in love. Well, I guess that just puts the topping on the pillow. On the cake, excuse me. It just puts the topping on the cake and on the ice cream, because that certainly wasn't done in love. I'm not saying, and I'm not suggesting in no way, shape, form, or fashion that individual is not a man. I'm suggesting that he had a moment of what we call insanity, is what I would probably put it as. A moment. And I'm praying, and my prayer is that individual pulled himself back into a place to where he became aligned with what, his spirit was ultimately meant to be, as a strong man that can still walk in love, even behind a little joke. So how do I become a high valued man? Well, 1 Corinthians chapter 16, 13 through 14, it definitely depicts it. Titus chapter 2 verse 7 says, show yourself in all respect to be a model of a good work, and in your teaching show integrity and diligence. Listen, I can only take you at your word. So as a man, I try to mean what I say, and I say what I mean. I don't say one thing and do another. I don't say one thing but have other intentions. I'm very intentional about things that I say and I do. And I stand behind that, because anytime I make a statement and it comes back to me, I've got to be able to stand, whether that's something that you agree with or that you disagree with. And that's standing in truth. That's integrity. Standing on truth. Your truth, whatever your truth is. That's what this is all about. Let's talk truth. And I'm giving you the truth. And so if you're going to be a man of integrity, a man that has dignity and value in who he is, he has to stand on the truth. That's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this answers your questions. I pray that you find value in the word. I pray that you find value in who Christ said you are, and you become aligned. You let your spirit become aligned with what God is saying that you are to be in this world and generation and time and place, to stand forth in front of other people and show people what a real man, a high valued man looks like. That's all I have for you.
Yes, sir.